What's going on, everybody? As always, hope you guys are doing well, especially during this time. Hopefully, you are safe, healthy, and clean, most importantly. And on the other side, not losing your mind, bored to death, don't have any toilet paper or paper towel. But anyway, how am I doing? Just chilling, hanging around, sometimes upside down, as you saw last week. But that's just a shout out to my guys, Carlon and Khalil, trying to grab your attention early on. Anyway, this is another point production animation series coming to you, dropping some more content, answering a very important question. So let's get right into it. How does overseas basketball work? Basketball is the second biggest sport in the world, just behind soccer. And because of its popularity, there are leagues in almost every country in the world, played on every continent, excluding Antarctica. The governing body for international basketball is called FIBA, or International Basketball Federation, located in Switzerland. Governing everybody except for these two, and the NBA, of course. FIBA is in charge for establishing new rules, policies, and guidelines across the world in European championships, FIBA Cup tournaments, the Olympics, and even domestic leagues. Now, do they have a full court outside of their office like the picture depicted? I'm not sure, but they should. And if they don't, or don't want to add a basketball court, then they don't need to be the international governing body. Just my opinion. So hopefully they have a gym on the inside. What are domestic leagues? Domestic means within a particular country. Let's take Germany's basketball Bundesliga, for example, or the BBL, as it's most commonly known. The BBL is Germany's version of their NBA, and the 17 teams you see here in the illustration all play each other at least twice in the regular season. The top 8 advance to the playoffs in a regular playoff format, and they also have a mid-season tournament for those who qualify, usually top 6 or 8, for a cup championship. This is the theme of domestic leagues around Europe. What about international leagues? International means playing between countries, and the best international league is the EuroLeague for men and women, featuring former NBA players, current WNBA superstars, and top-level European talent like Manu Ginobili, Luka Doncic, to name a few. Next is the Euro Cup for men and women. This is like the little brother and little sister to the EuroLeague for men and women. Same premise: top American talent meets top European talent, great competition. And then finally, you have the FIBA Basketball Champions League, as well as FIBA Europe Cup. Two relatively new leagues, but same premise. Getting the opportunity to showcase your talent in front of multiple teams, playing against great competition, and for those that know, playing 2 games a week, which you will find out just how important that is. Using the example of Germany from earlier, let's have a closer look at some of the teams who play in the BBL, as well as in international competition. As you can see, there are 3 teams in the Basketball Champions League, 2 in the EuroLeague, 1 in Euro Cup, and 1 in FIBA Europe Cup. Now, each league's criteria for a team joining varies, but it's usually dependent upon the team's budget, the size of their arena, and their recent and historical accomplishments. The format is pretty simple. You play regular season, you go to a knockout round, and then you go to a playoffs to a Final Four. Champion of the Euro Cup goes to the EuroLeague for the next year. The champion of the FIBA Euro Cup goes to the Champions League. The teams can jump in and out of these leagues at their discretion, with the exception of the EuroLeague because of its history and distinction. What does top or first division league mean? Using my favorite example of the video, Germany's BBL league, the 17 teams you see here represent the top division or the first league. Now, these teams also have a second team, which is like the NBA and the G League, where they'll stash players are trying to move up, or they'll have European talent there. That's called the Pro A or the Barmerliga. Now, I don't want you to get that Pro A mixed up with the next Pro A, but France does the same thing. France's first division is called the Jeep Elite League or Pro A, and their second division is Pro B. Again, same premise: top talent in the Pro A, both American and European, and the guys that are trying to come up to that Pro A in the Pro B. Italy, same scenario. Their top league, Lega Basket A, Serie A, or Lega A Nazionale, Serie A 2. Again, a lot of these teams will use these younger clubs or that second division team to bring up more practice players, to have more scrimmages, so on and so forth. The kicker is this: the top 2 teams from the second division get promoted to the first division, while the bottom 2 teams from the first division get demoted, or you'll often hear relegated, to the second division. Does playing in the second division or lower level league mean that I'm not good enough, or that I'm not a pro? No. All hail to the no. Everybody has to start somewhere. So if it is a second division or lower division, use it as a stepping stone, not an end all be all. As long as you're getting paid to do what you love to do and you can take care of yourself and your family, that's success. That's a professional. But do understand there are levels to this. And in order to get to those, you have to be willing to look inward, take criticism, and to improve. As always, thank you for tuning in. Drop a comment, shoot me a DM, please share. See y'all in the next one.